Yeah, I was doing fine. Started fresh out here in the West for 2 years. Barely ever on my mind. Till a friend called up telling me that you gon' move here. Oh my darling, I've been stalling. I've been waiting for you so damn long. And I want all you and your body coming closer. Ain't nobody gon' know about when we put on a show. On the low and not a soul. Ain't gon' know.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan the Professional here, back again with another video. Sorry this one took a little later than usual. Had a lot of stuff to do, but it's all good. Welcome back to the channel. Shout out to all my new subscribers, and big thank you to everybody who tuned in to the RGT podcast. You guys are amazing. You made the podcast stick out, and I appreciate every single last one of you. Big shout outs to my amazing panel, including the returning OBJ to Don. I saw you, brother, so thank you. That was a great time. Definitely going to have him on the show more often. And for all those who wanted to get on and who are hitting me up, don't worry, I got you guys. Hopefully I can squeeze you guys in on the next show, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this video, man. One thing I noticed, and a lot of people haven't really took note of this, I'm actually going to help all sides involved in this. So PlayStation, Nintendo, PC, you name it, all sides are going to be helped with this. One thing you guys need to understand, not every game is going to be perfect. Not every game is going to be an amazing experience, and not every game is going to be optimized and, you know, be properly made. Sea of Thieves is one of those games that we knew, like, right off the bat, that it wasn't going to be that much of a must-have. It looked good, right? The water looked good, and the art style was okay to some people, but let's be real here. None of us looked at Sea of Thieves and thought, oh my god, that's a God of War level type of game or something like that. No, we didn't. My advice for everybody involved in this, especially those who are damage controlling this game and the people who are sending death threats over this game getting negative reviews, I want you all to understand that every game, this is not the first time this is going to happen, and this is not going to be the last time this is going to happen. There's going to be numerous games that's going to release that are not going to be up to par. There's going to be numerous games that are going to release that are just not going to be must-haves. It's just the law of the jungle. Hell, one game slid under a lot of people's radars because of this whole Sea of Thieves hype and people overhyping that, as opposed to looking at what else was on the table, and that was A Way Out. I'm telling you right now, I'm getting that first thing tomorrow. I've heard great things, and I'm definitely going to test it out. If any of you guys got A Way Out and you guys want to play it, you know, with me, hey, hit me up. I'll definitely, you know, play some rounds with you guys, definitely. But that's one game I'm definitely going to be testing out. That's something that looks good, but again, you know, you dudes who are overhyping stuff, stop. Overhyping something, especially when you have no idea how it's going to play and you haven't seen anything that you know for a fact that makes it stick out, doesn't get you anywhere in the long run. Now, obviously, you're going to have the people who are going to act like corporate shields. You're going to have the corporate slaves. You're going to have them all. But at the end of the day, those dudes, they prove to you every single day that they're not gamers. Just look at how many times they upload a day. Just look at how many videos they put out, and you know, they show you that, you know, I can't even talk, but how many videos they put out today, and you see the gameplay that they post, and it's the same gameplay from previous videos. That's what I meant to say. I'm all over the place, but still. Most of these gamers, or most of these podcasters, and most of these dudes who dedicate their lives to YouTube, they're not playing anything. They're just sitting there lying through their teeth. I mean, it's the law of the jungle. Now, am I going to sit here and hate on everybody? No, I'm not about to do that, but I just find it funny that people really are doing that sort of thing and they think it's funny, but whatever. So Sea of Thieves, though, you know, it's Sea of Thieves, whatever, right? Cry Me, well, I'm not even gonna say Cry Me a River. We knew this, people. We knew Sea of Thieves wasn't the must-have that we really deserve for Xbox. It wasn't the must-have. You know what a must-have is from Xbox? Something like an Alan Wake 2. That's a must-have for a lot of people. Something like a Jet Set Radio Future remake or a Jet Set Radio Future 2. That is a must-have for Xbox. Sunset Overdrive 2. That's a must-have for Xbox for a lot of people. Just saying. You know? Gears of War, Halo, and Forza, they're not bad games. They're just tired games. They're games we're all tired of. They're games that we're all played out of at this point. How many Gears of Wars are we going to play? How many Halos are we going to play to eventually we go, you know, is that all you got? How many are we going to play? For those of you that see Halo is an amazing series, it is an amazing series. It has accomplished a lot. Same thing goes for Gears. But that should tell you something about Gears, though. Gears should be having all of you guys talking like me in the long run. Gears of War was a brand spanking new franchise that started with the 360. It wasn't something that we had from the OG Xbox. That started from scratch. Brand spanking new from the Xbox 360, along with Alan Wake and a few others. So let's just stop, man. We need more experiences on the Xbox. We need more. We deserve more on the Xbox. And whether you want to admit that or not, and you just want to attack people, hey, you can attack people all day at this point. But let's be real here. We do need more experiences. God knows all of us have been patient for what we, need for this console. God knows how many times we have made podcasts. God knows how many times we have put in numerous comment sections and numerous, responses towards Phil Spencer and all these dudes at Microsoft headquarters. We need more. And for anybody that calls anybody a hypocrite for asking for more for a console, I don't know how to respond to you guys. I really don't. Now moving on to the last bit of news I got for you. PUBG. Now I did my video on PUBG. I did several videos on PUBG, but really like 3, think about it. 3 videos on PUBG. And I told people that I really don't care about it. I really didn't. One of my videos that got a lot of views on it, almost 70,000 views. You have none but dudes hating on me because I say I just don't like the game. I don't see the hype. I don't care for the game. Their whole entire troll. Instead of watching the video and listen to what I'm saying, their whole troll is, then why are you making the video? Well, I don't know. Maybe because I'm a gaming news channel. I do gaming news. I cover gaming topics. I give you my impressions on topics. Just throwing you out. You know what I'm saying? But, that's either here or there. The game... We already know the game has bad performance. It's running on the same engine that Fortnite is running on. As you clearly see, Fortnite runs 3 times better on the PlayStation, and wherever else it runs better. PUBG drops frames even when you're just traveling. When you're not even so much like going against people, you're just traveling around the world and you're riding around. The game just drops ridiculous frames. But some people find enjoyment in it, Randall Thor, I'm a big fan of Randall Thor, and he's a fan of mine, and we're friends, you know what I'm saying? But Randall Thor, he plays PUBG all the time. He tells me that he loves PUBG. He thinks it's amazing. I asked him, because he purchased a rig. He purchased a brand spanking new rig, and his rig is pretty good, pretty beast of a rig. But I asked him, do you play PUBG on that rig? And he says, no, I'd rather play it on the console. Now, this is what he said. I'd rather play it on the console because I play with my friends. That's his whole thing. He believes that playing with his friends eliminates the fact that the game runs poorly on the Xbox One X. Hey, if you're like that, then obviously you're like that. You're going to go play PUBG. Fine, good for you. But PUBG is a game that's running on a console that was hyped up as the world's most powerful. PUBG's running on a console that was hyped up as being in a league of its own. A PC that was on par with a $1,500 PC, or a console that was on par with a $1,500 PC. The Xbox One X was hyped up as having no boundaries, no limitations, the highest res, the best frame rate, no compromises. And yet, you mean to tell me that this game runs better on a mobile device than the Xbox One X? You see, there's a reason why a lot of people go after Xbox and a lot of people talk very negative towards Xbox. Y'all know how I feel about it. I really hate to have to talk about anything like this. I really do. I'd rather have positives for everything, but unfortunately, it's just not the way it's working. You have a fan base that's fueling this ridiculous war. You have a fan base that doesn't want to necessarily listen to any logic or reason, so they result to weirdo stuff. I'm pretty sure a good chunk of them are going to come here and be like, oh, you're a hypocrite, blah, blah, blah. Just for me saying what I'm saying now. But PUBG runs better on a mobile device than it does on the actual console. And for this game to run better on a mobile device, a very limited mobile device at that, than the actual console, that speaks volumes. It really does. And before somebody goes, oh, here it comes, he's about to destroy PUBG. Nope. It's actually not the game's fault, it's the developer's fault, and it's Microsoft's fault as well. But that should tell you something. This whole situation should tell you something about the Xbox One X. And I want you to really, 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 really think about it. Are you guys really hyped for another Xbox after what you were seeing with the Xbox One X? Are you really in any mindset to where you want to hype up anything from Microsoft after what you're seeing with the Xbox One X? Are you really caring at this point for anything Microsoft has to offer console-wise after what you're seeing with the Xbox One X? Because 9 times out of 10, the majority of you are not. The ones who don't want to admit it, the ones who want to sit there fighting the fight and saying, want to stand their ground and hopefully build a foundation upon lies and build a foundation upon, defending this console and having people, subscribe to it and be attached to it. Hey, I'm not knocking your hustle. I'm not going to sit here and knock your hustle. I'm not going to do anything of that nature. Building an audience is tough as it is, but still, if you want to build your audience like that, For the people damage control and saying Xbox will still exist, yes, the name Xbox will exist. I guarantee you that will be the name of the streaming service. Xbox Everywhere or something. You never know. Xbox on the go. That might be the name of the streaming service. But yes, the title Xbox will exist. But the foundation that they built with the Xbox original to the 360 to now, to the Xbox One X, it's gone. The traditional consoles are gone. You're no longer going to go into the store and get Xbox One X's or Xbox 2s, whatever the hell console they come out with. You're not going to get that no more. You're going to have a streaming service. All these games are going to be able to be played on PlayStation. All these games will be able to be played on PC. Or they're already on PC, but still, these games are going everywhere. And it's not because Microsoft is just flat out evil. No. It's because you didn't look out for them. You didn't invest. You didn't help them pave the future. You didn't look at it like that, and that's why we're here. So that's what I gotta say towards this whole situation. I love gaming, man. I really do. I love competition. Competition is just good. We need more competition in gaming. Gaming in general needs all the competition it can get. But unfortunately, I just think gamers have lost that sight. I think the real problem here is not really gamers. It's just a certain group of gamers, right? And this certain group of gamers is not just on one platform. It's on PlayStation side, it's on Nintendo side, and it's on Xbox side, and hell, even PC. But this certain group of gamers, they're what's destroying everything. And they don't want to admit it. They think what they're doing is cool and nice, but at the end of the day, it just makes everything that we love that much more of a joke. And that's what I have to say on that. That's all I gotta say. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up. Thumbs down if you did not. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you already know how I be on Twitter, man. I reply to everybody. You guys want to get on the shows, all that, you hit me up there. Also, you can hit me up in the comments below. I'll also reply to you if I get a chance to. And subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. But thank you guys so very, very much for your time. For those of you that are new that might watch this video, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you liked what you saw. And for those of you that have always stuck with me and love what I do, I appreciate all of you. And love all of you. I want you all to have a blessed day. Y'all be good, and I will see you all when I return, and eventually. All right, you guys have a good one. Deuces.